Hi everyone. I hope everyone's having a great day, staying safe, washing their hands, and getting a little bit of outside time. And if you are getting some outside time, if mommies and daddies are asking you to wear a mask, I hope you are. Mr. Sean wears a mask every single time he goes out. Today, I went to the supermarket, and the whole time I was at the supermarket, I wore a mask. This week is Latin Week, and we've been talking about Latin culture. What is culture? Culture is a different way so that people live their life. With Latin culture, we've been talking about their music, we've been talking about their food, and we've been talking about their artwork and traditions. Yesterday, we read a book called Ferdinand. And in Ferdinand, we learned about bullfighting, and we also seen some great illustrations or drawings about how they dressed during their celebrations. So when we're talking about music, we're talking about things like maracas and drums. There's lots of different types of drums they use. Trumpets or horns, and there's lots of different horns they use. And then guitars. There's several different types of guitars they use. When we talk about artwork, we're talking about the patterns they use. What is a pattern? Well, a pattern is something that repeats itself. So in our pattern, we have 5 black dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have 5 yellow dots. And we have 5 red dots. And because of the pattern, it's going to repeat. It's going to do it again. So we're going to go back to 5 red dots, and then 5 yellow dots, and then 5 red dots. We're also going to talk about food. So here we have some chips and salsa or guacamole. We also have tacos. Sometimes you might not like a taco. You might like a burrito instead. Then we also have tamales. I really would like to make a tamale, but I don't know if I can. We're also talking about spices and peppers and different ingredients that they like to use to make their dishes delicious. So our book today, it has touches of Latin culture in it, but it also has some other things in it. It's a fun imagination book, and we've been talking about imagination for a long time, and imagination is when you pretend that you're Elsa and you're building your ice castle, or you pretend that your Lego creation is a lightsaber. And also for the parents out there, you get to hear Mr. Sean make do his best at a Spanish accent. All right. So our book today is Skippy John Jones, and he's in mummy trouble. Every book has an author and an illustrator. The author is the person who writes the words, and the illustrator is the person who draws the pictures. So in this case, our author and illustrator are the same person. It is Judy Shashadner? I'm probably saying that wrong. So let's start at the beginning so we know what happens. Skippy John Jones did his very best thinking outside of the box. And this twisted his mama's whiskers tighter than a Texas tornado. "Hey, you, Mr. Pooch," said Mama Junebug Jones. "Just what do you think you're doing?" Mr. Pooch didn't say boo. He was too busy reading. "Hey, little digger, I'm talking to you," said Mama, scooping up her boy. "A pyramid outside the litter box will never do." Then she saw the magazine. "National Geographics," said Mama. "And the curse of the cat mummy? Why, this'll give you nightmares, boy, with an upset tummy too, plus a puffy tail on the grandest scale. This story is taboo." But Skippy John Jones was in no mood to listen to his mama, so he skedaddled into his room. For real. So he bounced. No, wait. He skedaddled into his room for a really good bounce on his big boy bed. He bounced once. He bounced twice. And the third time he bounced, he said, "Oh, I'm Skippy John Jones, and I do love my mummy. But if I don't bounce, I get knots in my tummy." Then the kitty boy flipped over to the mirror for a look-see. "Holy Skimotes!" exclaimed Skippy John Jones. "I know you," he said to the doggy in the mirror. "Your ears are too big for your head, and your head is too big for your body. You are not a Siamese cat." Then, using his best Spanish accent, he added, "You are still the big enchilada, dude. You're still the big chihuahua, dude. The whole enchilada." "And they just might like enchiladas in Egypt," said Skippy. So the kitty boy donned his mask and cape and began to sing in a muy soft voice. "My name is Capito Fresquito, and I'm off to see out Egypto. My chicos insist, I dare not insist, a chance to meet a mamito." In the meantime, his little sisters, Jezebel, Jillyboo, and Jujubee, rolled into his room with a plan of their own. But the kitty boy was already deep inside his closet on his way to ancient Egypt. And paddling down the river Nile, who should sail right past but a kooky crocodile, hunkered down on his lumpy, bumpy back, were all of his old amigos, the chimichangas. "Adonde vas?" called Skipito. "Where are you going?" "We are going to the undermundo," answered the chihuahuas. "Not to the undermundo," said Skipito. No, no, no," said Puchito. You silly little beast. We are going to the underworld where mamitos rest in peace." "Peas?" exclaimed Skipito. "Who wants to rest in peace?" "We do," said the doggies. "We here, they are to die for." "You mean they are better than frojitos?" asked Skipito. "Sí, mucho mejor, señor," said Poquito Tito. "Vámonos," said Skipito. What are we waiting for?" But then Don Diego, the biggest of the swan ones, spoke up. Hold your ponies, Paquito. To get to the undermundo, we must first answer the riddle of the Sphinx." "But I'm not good at riddles," said Skipito. "No problemo," said Paquito Tito. You have a muy big brain." Then they set forth from the Rio Nile to find the Sphinx. The muchachos began to sing, "Skippy, Skipoo, Skipito, we only have one chanterito. To pass by the Sphinx, we don't be a jinx. Just answer the riddle dundito." The muchachos arrived at 4 o'clock sharp, but the Sphinx had been waiting forever. "Don't let the gato get your tongue, dude," said Don Diego. "What cat? Where?" asked Capito. That cat there, said Piero, pointing at the Sphinx. But before he could say anything, the great Sphinx spoke. Whose ears are too big for his head? And who loves to bounce on his bed? Who creeps on all fours through his own closet door, straight into the land of the dead? Scipio knew the answer to this riddle, but he was so nervous he coughed up a little hairball. You call that an answer, dude? Said Don Diego. The answer, bellowed the Sphinx. So, with his permission, the Pierotos were free to pass into the tomb. King rootin' tootin' getting kabootin'. When they finally reached the pyramid, the doggies burst into song and dance. Osiris. Our boy had a touch of the virus. He coughed up a ball, so the Sphinx made a call, and now it's inscribed in papyrus. But Scipio saw how dark it looked in the pyramid. He began to feel queasy. Oh, my tummy hurts, he groaned, and my tail's getting puffy too. But his chicos would not comfort him. They just wanted their peas, por favor. Are you not Escapito Fresquito, the great sword fighter? Asked Porquito Tito. Si, declared Scipio. This is me. Then do your duty, dog, commanded Don Diego. So Scipio drew in a deep breath and dove into the darkness of the musty old tomb, chanting, Peace, por favor, peace, por favor, peace, por favor. He rocketed through the vault like a fur-covered comet until suddenly, smackito! Scipio hit a wall and knocked himself out cold. Soon after, 3 goddesses emerged from the shadows to prepare the kitty boy for his journey into the undermundo. First we salt and pepper him, said Ba, the first goddess, and sprinkle him with lucky charms, said Da, the second one. Then we wrap him and roll him and bundle him tight, said Bing, the third goddess, and blow him a kiss and say nighty-night. Then the trio rolled the rap kitty down the ramp into the king's burial chamber. Across the room stood a 4,000-year-old sarcophagus of King Rootin' Tootin' Kitten Kabootin'. And just as they were about to deliver El Scipio Momito, he rolled right onto the feet of the oldie-moldy mummy. Bada bing, moaned the king as he stretched out his paws. I need to rest in peace. Peace! Peace! Screamed El Scipio Momito, waking up in a flash. And quicker than you can say mummies, mumps, and measles, he grabbed 2 paws full of peas and hightailed it home. When Los Chimichangas saw El Scipio Momito come rolling out of the pyramid, they went into a real tailspin. Then the doggitos began to chant, Green Chiqueros, Green Chiqueros hot, Green Chiqueros cold. The best Chiqueros in the world are the ones that Scipio holds. But El Scopito Momito was too scared to slow down, so he chucked the peas at his chicos and kept on running. He ran straight into the arms of his mommy. "What's the matter, Fuzzy Bug?" asked Mama Junebug Jones. Skippy John Jones looked back over his shoulder and saw 3 spirits who were chasing him. "Bada bing!" he wailed, dropping the last of his peas. Then 3 giggling goddesses raced out of his room after Skipito with their puppets and a roll of toilet paper. "We're gonna wrap you and roll you and bundle you tight," they sang. "Then we're gonna check for cooties and kiss you goodnight." So the 3 goddesses were just his sister. That night, Skippy John Jones was bouncing on his big boy bed. "No mommy's in my closet, no mommy's in my bed, no mommy's in my bookcase, no mommy's in my head." Just before he closed his eyes, the kitty boy checked his room one more time for mummies. The only one he saw was his own. "I love you, Mommy," said Skippy John Jones. "I love you too, Bunny Boots," said Mama Junebug. "Now, go to sleep, por favor." One of the reasons why I like reading Skippy John Jones books is because he has a great imagination. And in this book, he just bounced into his closet and right away he was in a different land, and his sisters joined in, and they were playing a little bit of a trick on him, but they still joined in his imagination. Well, I hope everyone's having a great day. I know it's not the best out right now, but hope everyone's being safe, washing their hands, getting a little bit of outside time, and again, if mommies and daddies are telling you to wear a mask, then wear one. I miss you guys. Hopefully see you soon. Bye.